I'm Brian Anderson. Also with us tonight, our reporter, Allie LaForce. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. So let's take a look at the Chicago Bulls starting lineup. Here's Armstrong, just 4 to shoot. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Now Beverly. James outside. And Beverly's good for 3.
And you love how LeBron is able to lift the whole team with his passing. That facilitating gives them a lot of energy.
Pass to Jordan. Here's Pippen. Back to Jordan. Davis with the block.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Loving the intensity from the brow there. He threw that one down with some real force.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Armstrong. Five on the clock. No good. A bit long that time.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Davis, the pass to James. Davis, a screen. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by. Beverly against Jordan. Pass to Graham. Back to Jordan. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
James outside. Fades back. And that one hits the back iron. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 3. Pass to Pippen. Here's Graham. And here's Jordan. Beverly defending. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's gotten his second bucket.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. James finds Davis. And Davis slams it home.
That's an emphatic dunk coming from Anthony Davis.
And here's Jordan. Here's Cartwright. And he dunks it down.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Davis. After the basket by Chicago. Here's James. That one no good. And Chicago will go the other way with it. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Pippen. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on LeBron James.
Man, the defender really went after him.
At the line for the Bulls, Scottie Pippen.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
A shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
Davis a screen. And LeBron James gets the 3.
More and more three-pointers coming at the hands of LeBron James, a sign of him growing in confidence and starting to take the numbers game seriously.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still... And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Anthony Davis is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Tony Brown. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Paxson, pounded by Westbrook. Paxson, good.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
The Lakers in the lead. Westbrook outside. Pass to James. Launches a three. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Paxson. Here's King. Check by Davis. Here's King. Jordan high post. Shot from 16. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor. That is all timing right there. Just led him perfectly.
Jordan against Brown. Outside, Williams. Here's Jordan. And that's his 4th bucket of the game in 7 attempts.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to James. And it's Chicago with a board.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Jordan. And Davis with the block.
Well, the offense not getting anything easy while Anthony Davis is on the floor.
Westbrook outside. Davis a screen. And there's James from the arc. Rebounded by Pippen.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
There's a minute 34 left to play in the first half of basketball. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. They get the rebound. Kick out to Brown. Davis with a screen on Jordan. Brown passes to Davis. Off target at the rim. Chicago leading. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Here's Pippen. Check by James. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Some changes now for the Lakers. Bryant, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Schroeder in for Brown. Westbrook outside. Here's Schroeder. Out to James for 3. That shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with it. Pass to Armstrong. Here's Pippen. There's 25 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Shoots from 14. The Lakers with a rebound.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
James with the ball. A shot to stop the drought. He can't get it to go. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's the Bulls up by 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Lakers trail. And so in the game for the Bulls, pass to Schroeder. Now here's Bryant. Outside Davis. And here's James. From deep three-point range. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Chicago ball.
The Bulls on offense. Grant outside. Out left to the wing. Beverly against Jordan. Shoots over Beverly. Jordan misses. Now here's Davis. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's James. Yes, it's good. James has got 5.
I mean, you really could call a foul almost on every play when LeBron James is driving. That time contact, no whistle, didn't bother him.
Jordan against Beverly. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Beverly. Off the left rim and out. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. This for the tie. Cartwright with a rebound. Here's Armstrong. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Pippen. Jordan inside, covered by Schroeder. The Bulls with another miss. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. James outside. And the Lakers get it back. Beverly outside. Davis a screen. Beverly, the pass to Davis. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Davis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Armstrong. Check by James. Schroeder against Jordan. The Bulls with another miss.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Toscano Anderson, he's checked in for the Lakers. And the Bulls making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Beverly on the wing, covered by Jordan. This for the tie. And Beverly gets it to go. Hey, Beverly's got 5 now.
Patrick Beverly is not going to back down from anybody. Even inside, he feels comfortable shooting under that kind of pressure.
Here's Armstrong. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss. Outside Schroeder. Pass to James for the lead. It's not going to go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Purdue.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Outside Schroeder. Rebound by the Bulls.
Despite the defensive presence, he challenges at the rim. Give him an A for effort.
Jordan against Beverly. Grant with a screen on Beverly. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Bulls out in front. They're up by... Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Chicago leading. They've got Dennis Schroeder Rui Hachimura is out there with Juan Toscano-Anderson. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Gabriel in at the 5 spot. That's the Laker 5.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Westbrook, the pass to Schroeder. Armstrong grabs the miss.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Pass to Williams. Now Jordan. 6 to shoot. And he drives in. And he banks in the layup. Now it's a 6-point Chicago lead.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Westbrook, the pass to Hachimura. And here's Schroeder outside. Sinks the tray.
Well, Schroeder, a guy that does not lack for confidence, connecting on that catch and shoot.
Here's Armstrong. Grant outside. Left side, Williams. Puts it up from 12. And he can't get that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Westbrook. Hachimura with the ball. To tie it up. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
Jordan against Westbrook. Now here's Jordan. He's guarded closely. And he gets the bucket. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Out to Schroeder. Screen by Toscano-Anderson. Puts it up from 12. It's kept alive. Got it.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound on the possession.
Jordan against Westbrook. High arcing shot. Jordan misses. Hachimura, the pass to Westbrook. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Schroeder. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Here's Armstrong. Pass to Pippen. Williams with it. Covered by Schroeder. The jump hook. Rebounded by Gabriel. An excellent opportunity here.
Seizing the lead right now would be huge.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Williams passes to Graham. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. The 3 ball. Laces one from 3.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're down by 3. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. All right, guys, what do you think?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I had a chance to find out what the Lakers coach was going over with his guys. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Oh, man, take a look at that one. Just a textbook alley-oop.
Beautifully done. He served it up on a platter. 8 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Jordan. Oh! Gets the game winner to fall!
Wins the game with nothing but zeros on the the clock. Unbelievable.
Woo! Unbelievable way to end this game. The fans on both sides are in shock.
So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. And this was an emotional win for them. No doubt about it.
Here we go. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. They've got B.J. Armstrong. Grant is out there with Cartwright. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Pippen in at the 3. Now, here's Jordan. Misses from close range. Davis looking for an opening. Pass to LeBron. He kicks it to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. To the paint. And Davis throws it down.
And let's not forget about his athleticism. Dominant above the rim. Davis knows how to use his size to his advantage.
Now, here is Jordan. Lets it go from 11. Jump shot is good that time.
Guys, just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's Schroeder. Bryant with a screen on Armstrong. Schroeder kicks to Beverly. Fires the 3. Grant gets the rebound. Here's Chicago. Outside Pippen. And it's sent back by Bryant. Tries from 10. And Grant sends it back. And so just over a minute and a half played. Pass to Cartwright. Over Bryant. Cartwright misses.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's Davis with the jam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Phil Jackson.
Thanks, Kevin. He thinks the big issue for them is to make things difficult inside. He understands that their opponent has a physical presence, but he wants his guys to match that physicality or surpass it. Obviously a tough order to fill, but they have to do it.
Thanks, David. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Look, you can't even blame the defense that much. The dude's just a freight train. He's impossible to stop.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Lets it go from the wing. Rebounded by the Lakers. 1:22 left in the first quarter of the game. Schroeder finds Bryant. Davis with a screen on Jordan. Here's Westbrook. Kicks it out to James. Davis setting the pick for Schroeder. Driving inside. Again, the miss by the Lakers. Bulls trail by 3. 44 seconds left in the first quarter. Jordan against LeBron. And that one, good.
Yeah, catching the defender there off balance. Jordan with the great strength to convert through contact. Let's see what he can do there at the line.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hachimura is checked in for Bryant. And Troy Brown subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Chicago also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Cartwright. And it's Paxson in for Armstrong. Now here's LeBron. And it's Hachimura in the corner. James looking it over. Misses the 3. And here are the Bulls now. Now, here's Paxson. He feeds it to Jordan. Lays it up and banks it in. Jordan's got 7.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Russell Westbrook out there with Brown. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's James in at the small forward position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Now, here's Jordan. Following the miss by Anthony Davis. Pulls up on the wing. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. Lakers trail by 4. LeBron passes to Westbrook. Back to James. Davis dishes to Westbrook. And he makes good on the layup.
Clever play call by Westbrook, making the right move at the right time to bust up the D and get that shot.
Pippen kicks to Grant. Pass to Williams. Jordan high post. There's the pass to Paxson. Jordan outside. Over Brown. Jordan's shot is off. The Lakers on offense. Trailing by 2. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. The Lakers are, of course, one of the league's storied franchises. And Magic Johnson was asked recently if they have the best all-time collection of players. He says it's not even close. Outside of Bill, we have all the dominant closers. Kobe, Jerry, LeBron now, Worthy. Come on now, it's just too many Lakers. Kevin, back to
you. He's got a point, David. We thank you for your report.
Slashing there by Jordan. Gets up to speed in a hurry. Just impossible to stay in front of.
Some changes for the Lakers. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Davis. Patrick Beverly comes in for Troy Brown. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Kings checked in for the Bulls. Armstrong comes in for John Paxson.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
Hachimura hits them both. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Jordan. Kicks it to Armstrong. Pass to Pippen. Here's Grant. Trying to get open is Pippen. It's Pippen on the way. And again, no good by Chicago.
Yeah, that's a shame because I'm not sure the defense will let him get a shot that good again very soon.
James, the pass to Beverly. Schroeder outside. Beverly sets the screen for Schroeder. Back to Beverly for the 3. Kept alive. Here's Bryant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Now here's King. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Floats one. It's hauled in by Beverly.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Passes it to Hachimura. Kicks to Bryant. Bryant with a screen on Pippen. Here's Beverly. And his third shot of the night. No good. 0 for 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Armstrong dishes to Jordan. There's the screen. Drains the three-pointer. Jordan's got 14 points for the game.
And wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as
13. The Bulls, 14.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Michael Jordan in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
So starting the second half, here's who Phil Jackson has on the floor. Cartwright is out there with Grant. Then it's B.J. Armstrong. Then it's Pippen. And it's Jordan in at the 2. Now here's Jordan. And the 7'1" Bill Cartwright extends for the rebound. That doesn't go either for Jordan. Davis, the pass to Schroeder. He kicks to Beverly. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Davis. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now, here's Grant. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Pippen. Shoots over Schroeder. It doesn't go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. To the inside. Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And Davis sends it back.
Too much this, too much that, too much length from AD. Get that out of here.
Some changes for the Lakers. Gabriel's checked in, and Toscano Anderson subbed in for James. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Williams is checked in. Now here's Jordan. 14 points for him. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Troy Brown's checked in for the Lakers. Will Perdue's checked in for Chicago. Paxson comes in for Armstrong. Now the pass to Davis. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And that one is off. Bulls trail by 4. Pippen kicks to Jordan. From the line. Jump shot is good. Jordan's got 16 points.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Now here's Brown. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Davis finds Westbrook. Davis setting the pick for Westbrook with the drive and finished off by Westbrook.
And putting his burst on full display. Westbrook can blow by defenders in a hurry.
Brown against Jordan. Lets a floater go. Brown with it. Dishes it to Westbrook. 1:02 left in the third quarter of the game. Can't hit from 12.
Might rush that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Paxson outside. There's the dish to Jordan. Williams up on top. Pass to Paxson. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And Jordan gets it to go.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
Davis with a screen on Paxson. Passes to Toscano Anderson. Now here's Davis. He's guarded by Purdue. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Lakers.
And Davis has added strength over his career. Really helps him inside.
Jordan against Brown. Outside, Jordan. Shoots over Brown. The third quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
18.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Hachimura out there with Bryant. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Schroeder outside. The three. Kept alive. That one goes. Counted. Bryant's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Lakers. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 6-point game. Grant outside. To the middle. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Grant. Jordan's got 20 points.
And keeping his options open, Grant would rather give it away than waste the possession on a poor shot.
Pass to Beverly. Now here's LeBron. He's guarded closely. Down low. And Bryant slams it in.
The selfless attitude of James. When someone on his team has a clean look, he feeds it.
They set the pick. Beverly against Jordan. Out to the right wing. Grant with a screen on Beverly. Here's Jordan. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Hachimura. And there's the pass to Beverly. From 13, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
I like how fast Bond makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Jordan. Stolen by Beverly. James outside. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. And there's another one for the Lakers.
The minute that man walks into the gym, LeBron James is in his range.
They set the pick. And a wide open look for Jordan. No good on the triple.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Bryant with a screen on Armstrong. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content.
And such a physical player inside. LeBron doesn't fear contact on the way up.
At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
I think everybody knows how good LeBron James is, but the thing that makes it remarkable is the longevity of his talent, and he is still leading the way for his team.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Davis is checked in for Rui Hachimura, and Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Chicago also making some changes. Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for King. Williams comes in for Grant, and Pippen subbed in for McRae. Now here's Pippen. Inside. Here's Jordan. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Guy, it's a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's LeBron. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. LeBron's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers. Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. 50 seconds left in the game. And here are the Bulls now. Here's Jordan. And that one hits back iron.
And the Bulls start out with the ball. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Grant with a screen on Beverly. Here's Jordan. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Pass to Bryant. Hey, great D that time from Grant. Chicago with the ball. Here's Pippen. And there is a whistle. That'll go on Thomas Bryant. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Pass to Armstrong. Clock at 6. And that one's long. Right side Schroeder. Outside Davis. Beverly for 3. We played just over a minute here in the first. Pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan. Shoots over Beverly. The shot no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Schroeder passes to James.
So physically powerful. A tough task to defend LeBron inside.
That's his first team foul. At the line for
that free throw good from James. Both free throws good from James. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Jordan. Grant with a screen on Beverly. Here's Armstrong. Here's Pippen. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Davis. And here's James. Out to Schroeder. From downtown. And again, the Lakers, no good. Beverly against Jordan. Pass to Armstrong. Grant outside. Here's Jordan. And again, no good by Chicago. Outside Schroeder. Bryant, the pass to Beverly. Now Davis, covered by Jordan. And it's Chicago with a board. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pippen. Grant with a screen on Schroeder. That's tipped. James with a steal. To the left wing. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Davis. Shoots over Grant. Offensive rebound. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That is textbook when you're talking a pump fake. Well executed that time by Davis. So good at knowing how to use that shot fake effectively.
Anthony Davis. Taking 2.
He's off on the first. Some changes now for the Lakers. Hachimura is checked in for Bryant. Brown comes in for Beverly. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Schroeder.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Now here's Jordan. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
I think Jordan could do this all day long. I mean, the mid-range area is a very comfortable area for him.
Westbrook outside. Pass to James. Oh, there's the alley.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
James with a steal. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Lakers on top. They're up by 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end. Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
We've got LeBron James. Rui Hachimura is out there with Davis. Then there's Tony Brown, and it's Westbrook in at the point. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Jordan against Brown. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You know, the separator with Jordan from other guys is his drive. That's obvious in my mind. He wants to win more than most anybody else out there on the floor.
And the Lakers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. James passes to Davis. To the inside. Here's Schroeder. Armstrong grabs the miss. Chicago trailing here. Jordan with it. Pass to Pippen. Back to Jordan. Outside, Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Lakers ball. Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. James outside. Can't get it to drop. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Here's Pippen. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change.
Boy, finding a way to be persistent with it. King not letting that physical defense affect him at all.
Second team. At the line for the Lakers.
And the first one at the line is good. Bryant, he's checked in for Los Angeles. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Now here's Westbrook. Inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one. Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And Chicago has possession, trailing by 2. Here's Pippen, checked by James. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, I like to see Pippen being this assertive at the rim. He puts that impressive athleticism to good use there.
Here's Schroeder. Williams grabs the board. 1:57 left in the second period. Out to the right wing. Pass to Pippen. Here's the pick. Here's King, covered by Bryant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Pippen. There's the triple. LeBron with the rebound. Now here's Westbrook. Outside Schroeder. Here in quarter two, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. Pass to Jordan. Here's Pippen. Here's Armstrong. Pounded by Westbrook. Shot from 12. Here's King. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, I love to see King use his big body like that. Establishing himself inside, that's the way to do his work.
51 seconds left in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Beverly, he's checked in for Schroeder. The Bulls making a switch here.
Second team. Substitution on the court.
43 seconds left in the first half. Here's James. Rebound by the Bulls. Grant's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Jordan. They set the pick. Lets it go from 11. Hachimura with a rebound. The Lakers trail. And here's James. To stop the drought. The shot that time not on target.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Bulls out in front. They lead by a bucket. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. On the court for the Bulls. Now Schroeder. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Here's the screen by Bryant. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Bulls. Grant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low. Here's Cartwright. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Boy, Cartwright doing a nice job there finishing through the hit. Persistence paying off.
And here's James. Shakes him. Rebounded by Pippen.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Beverly against Jordan. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Now it's a 6-point Bulls lead.
And Jordan's jumper, simply wet. Love watching him rise up and knock it down.
Schroeder passes to Bryant. Grant against Davis. Pass to James. 5 to shoot. Davis a screen. Baseline jumper. The shot by James, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Stolen by Bryant. Outside Schroeder. Now Davis. Releases from 15. And it's Jordan with the rebound. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. He gets it in there. Jordan's got 8 points.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
And I really think this is the time to do it, because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's James. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Grant, the pass to Jordan. Buries it down low. Jordan's got 6 here in the quarter.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
The shot by James, no good. Chicago with the ball. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players and the teams, they're more likely to engage in the live product." Brian?
Yeah, it goes hand in hand, Allie. Thanks.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
No good on the free throw. And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. And he sinks the second. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Time called here. The Lakers decide to talk it over. McRae, he's checked in for Chicago. "56 seconds left in the third. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Toscano Anderson. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Brown with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. 6 on the shot clock. Blocked!
Imposing his will on defense. Purdue's teammates love when he makes hustle plays like that.
Here's Westbrook. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Oh, my. And that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
11 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jordan. On the take. And he can't jam it through.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy two, the for sure two. No need to make it fancy.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be back in a moment. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Davis, Troy Brown out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Juan Toscano Anderson, and it's Gabriel in at the 4. That's the Laker 5.
You know, Pippen is about 6'8", but he's got the wingspan of a condor, using that reach to corral that rebound.
Here's Westbrook. Lays it up and banks it in.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Here's Paxson. Grant outside. Here's Pippen. Sinks that one from the post. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Great to see a big effort against Pippen defensively, but it's just not enough to contain his great skill.
And Davis slams it home.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Williams with the screen. Here's Jordan. Reverses.
There's that rebounding that Scott Williams is known for. I love seeing him go after the offensive glass like that.
Westbrook outside. The jump hook. Davis with the bucket, getting it done inside.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
Boy, his ability to penetrate in this one has really been something special, making the defense really look helpless as he was able to get inside time and time again. Not that it's easy to stop a guy with his ball skill and agility, but boy, did he make it look easy.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Los Angeles' coach was going over with his guys. He told them, quote, "This next stretch could determine the outcome. We can't afford to make a good play on one end and then a bad play on the other end. We need consistency, and we need to stay focused. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done."
Appreciate the report, Allie.
You think about LeBron's career, no matter where he's gone, he has impacted winning at the highest level. Remarkable.
Grant finds Jordan. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter, and no good. Beverly, the pass to Schroeder. Over Jordan. The shot by James, no good. Here's Armstrong. Grant outside. Pass to Cartwright. Up and in on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 14.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Here's Pippen. Grant outside. Pass to Jordan. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And that one misses. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brown can't hit. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Paxson. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. So long, everybody.